From the sunshine state of Florida, we're under the lights at beautiful Lone Depot Park. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the New York Mets and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball, and it comes your way next. Trevor Rogers will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
Now at the plate is Jonathan Villard. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the AB on its way. And the first pitch is taken for ball one as we're underway tonight in South Florida. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in here hoping to make it 2 in a row as they broke a 3-game skid with a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone. Whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set, you take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
Temperature here at game time, a comfortable 75 degrees tonight. Two and one. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Matt, I think there's some concern about Michael Conforto right now. In the last 10 ball games, he's only driven in 2 runs. Now, I'm not saying he's necessarily struggling altogether, but in the RBI category, they're going to need a lot more production from him.
So here's Jeff Mcneil. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
Boy, Dero, anytime a lefty takes that pitch on the outer third and drives it the other way, you have to be awfully impressed.
Yeah, you have to be. It reminds me of Will Clark back in the day taking that ball the other way. You have to be able to play with the whole field to have success in the big leagues.
Into the box, Dominic Smith. And a first pitch swing, he hits a fly ball to left center. And that's in there, base hit. And he's out on a strong throw.
Oh, that was a nice job there in center field to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third. For the offense, that's a killer to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Smith, the runner at first with 2 gone. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
3-0 now.
No break.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. He was 1 for 4 with a triple in the ball game last night. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle. On the first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. It's the Mets nothing. Marlins coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Marcus Stroman is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. If he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Stepping up is Jazz Chisholm. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Just a bit too much run on the sinker that time as it misses off the outside for ball one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 of 5 prior to that.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A one-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Line shot to first, and there's one away. We have a moment here in Miami to take a look at the Marlins starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
Miguel Rojas comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. He'll check in here at 256. 3 homers and 21 driven in. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike.
The count is 2
1
and
out,
1.
nobody on. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
On the move is Pilar. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Batting third, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Next up, Jesus Aguilar. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First offering on its way. Changeup laid off down around the shins. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Pitch on the way.
No, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
Once again, a 3-2. A bouncer to the left side. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit.
Hey, he might have been able to get his body in front of that. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I love the effort to slide and try and knock that down, but it was just too hard to play.
In is Jorge Soler, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
If he's able to dot that sinker down and away and execute that pitch all day, you're going to see a lot of weak contact, and the infield defense is going to be on its toes.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Fouled off. Again, a 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Nothing in the Miami first. We played an inning in South Florida. No score on the show. Digging in will be Francisco Lindor, entering this one with a top 10 National League batting average mark.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
First pitch coming. Here it is. As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. And he lays off for ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
The catcher, Patrick Mcneil.
Stepping in now, Patrick Mcneil, and it's fouled away. Comes set, and the 0-1. Front door with the slider eclipsed the zone for a called strike. Lindor aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box now, Kevin Pilar. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And there he goes towards second. That's a strike to throw down. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there.
They're showing they're not afraid to be aggressive on the base pass so far in this one. But we'll see if this caught stealing slows that down a bit. Managers never like to run into out, so they might play it a little safer going forward.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside. No score here as we play inning number 2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets go down quickly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping in, Garrett Cooper, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's down.
The 1-0. Is laid off, but in there for strike one. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Up next, Brian De La Cruz. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
A strike, and it's 2-1. Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
3-2 now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Conforto is there, 2 down.
Batting 7, the catcher, Sandy Leon.
2 down, no one on base. And up next, it'll be the catcher, Sandy Leon. First pitch of the AB now. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. And a ball and a strike now to Sandy Leon. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Doesn't want any part of that cutter, and it's full. 3-2. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1, 2, 3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Batting 8, the third baseman, Joe.
So 2 down and a runner at first. And that'll bring up the former St. John's University standout, Joe Panik. From the stretch. In there at the knees, strike 1. Front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Two pitches fouled away. From the belt, the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Bottom of the second here with no score. Now a flare out toward right center. Mcneil is calling for it, and that will end the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. So stepping in is Marcus Stroman. 9-1-2 due up. Here's the first pitch.
Hey!
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with one gone now, we get a look at where these guys sit in the current division standings, and you can see them staring up at a 5-game deficit entering play today. Digging in, the switch hitter, Jonathan Villard. Second appearance here, he grounded out to start the ball game. And now the first pitch.
Yeah!
Third inning, no score to this point. And that one yanked just foul. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 once more. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Jeff Mcneil will be the next to take a turn. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
2 out, nobody on. Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that'll get down for a base hit. Running hard, he's digging for second, and now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
At the plate now, Dominic Smith. So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Two out here and a runner at second. Left side, but well foul. Here's the 1-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. So they can't make anything out of a 2-out double. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Trevor Rogers, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Trevor Rogers retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the 3rd. Next, it'll be Jazz Chisholm. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance, and hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
To the plate now, Miguel Rojas. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Now here it comes. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Ball 2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is.
Helpful.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. All set for the start of the 4th. And up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having
ball.
good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Here comes the 1-2.
Oh, that's low.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Fouled away. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Long run for the right fielder. He's there and records the first out. Good time now to check out the Marlins Road to the Show report as you see a couple of players in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Standing in now, Michael Conforto. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Center fielder looking up, and it's gone. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Awesome swing right there. You never know when that huge moment's going to come in the game. I know there's a little bit left in this one, but certainly they got to feel good about themselves.
Hey, anytime you can put some points on the board, we're not sure if this is going to be the difference in the game or not, but certainly when you get a big swing like that, make the fellas in the dugout feel a lot happier about the way this one's going to turn out at the end.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. Soler back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
At the plate, Patrick Mazeika. As he hits one on a line to left field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Patrick Mazeika has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
So now to the plate, Kevin Pilar.
Counts 1-0.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
3 of those pitches were definitely out of the zone, but that last pitch looked pretty darn good to me. You're not usually going to get many favorable calls on 3-0, though. You have to earn that spot.
Into the box now, Marcus Stroman, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Fastball on the inner third, taken for a strike.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. Rojas has it, and that retires the side. Mets do pick up a run. Now into the box, Jesus Aguilar. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch on the way.
Nope. That's inside.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Left side. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gun.
Now that's left fielder, Jorge. Soler.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. In there, strike 1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Now back, right fielder, Garrett Cooper.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Nope. That's
Hard
inside.
sinker misses. 2-2. Soler leads off first with 1 away. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
In now, Brian De La Cruz. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike two. Working for the punch out and the offering. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine,
Now
Rook.
batting,
Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Into the box, Sandy Leon. And she'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 1 home run and 3 driven in. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. One and one. Here it is. Pulled toward right center field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They still trail 1-0. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And the switch hitter Jonathan Villard will be the next to bat. Now the first pitch.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Up high, 2-1 now. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1 pitch. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
At the plate now is Jeff Mcneil. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about it. First pitch of the AB now. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Count still at 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. 1 there. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
To the plate now, Dominic Smith. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 0-1 delivery. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
So here's Pete Alonso. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. Flew out last time up. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Soler is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with two away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Two men on, two out. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Mcneil at second. Smith at first. Two out in the inning. And there's ball one. Here's the 1-1. Line hard deep into left. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. Two left for the Mets, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here's Joe Panic. Leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Matty, I'd like to see them change up their offensive approach a little bit right now. Maybe get a little bit more aggressive in the strike zone. I just feel like this pitcher is settling into a rhythm, and they're going to hand it over to the bullpen eventually, and this game's going to be over.
Here's the pitch. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Down the first baseline. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
At the plate, Trevor Rogers. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Number 2, second baseman,
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jazz Chisholm. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Here's the first pitch. As he swings and hits a laser to right. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 1-0. Here it is. Line drive to center field. Pilar is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out of potential trouble. Marlins lead 1. Now to the plate, Francisco Lindor. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
First pitch on its way. He swings and lines it to left, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive.
Into the box now, Patrick Mazeika, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. On its way is pitch number 75. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Now a throw over, and the runner back safely. In now, Kevin Pilar, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. It was a walk in his last trip. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
2-1 the count to Pilar.
2 balls, 1 strike.
All even now, 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Line drive to left. In there, the base hit.
Now back, the pitcher, Marcus Stroman.
Into the box, Marcus Stroman. And they do have him bunting with 1 away as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
The third baseman, number 1, Jonathan Villard.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jonathan Villard. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Mets 1 and the Marlins nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning now. And up next will be the power-hitting first baseman, Big Jesus Aguilar. Now here it comes.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
One pitch on its way. Hit on the ground toward the left. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. And with one away, we'll bring you a look at the current division standings, and you can see these guys have their work cut out for them if they want to make noise in the division. So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jorge Soler. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Now here's the first offering. Strike taken up in the zone.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by him.
Slow roller down the third baseline. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Now batting, right fielder, Garrett Cooper.
So the next to bat will be Garrett Cooper. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Swing and a line drive. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Up next to the Marlins, the center fielder,
To the plate now, Brian De La Cruz, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Here comes the 0-1. And he popped him up. Mcneil moving to his left, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Miami. They're down 1-0. Now to the plate, here is Jeff Mcneil. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. First pitch of the AB on its way, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
2-0 now. Here it comes. Outside and low, 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Now here's the pitch. And a good take there, as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Now at the plate, Dominic Smith. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. He'll leave after 6 and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
No, that's down.
A ball and no strikes. Mcneil gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a miss on the sinker. A ball and a strike. A 1-1. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
So now to the plate, Pete Alonso. He grounds it sharply to third. The second for one. Relayed to Aguilar. The double play, and that retires the side. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning now. And up next will be the catcher, Sandy Leon.
The catcher, Sandy Leon.
Now the first pitch.
Ball. Counts 1-0.
And this catches the outside corner. Strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty B, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. Dero, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the 7th inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Down the third baseline. This will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first.
Your attention, please. Now,
so with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Joe Cannon will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Set. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Panic behind a ball and 2 strikes. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So next to bat will be Jeremy Jeffress. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Lewis Brinson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Hitting for the Marlins. Number 25, Lewis Brinson.
First offering on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Curveball down and in, misses, ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Strike call. 2-1.
Count 2-1. Nope.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jazz Chisholm. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here's the first pitch.
Ball at his back.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
Swing and a line drive. Pilar is there. Let's see if they try it. And with 1 out, he won't risk it, and the tying run is forced to hold on at third base. Trevor May takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Now the first pitch. Hit down the line at first. And a foul ball here, 0-1.
Nope.
Ball 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
helping him out here as he swings and misses to fall behind the ball in 2 strikes.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Stepping in now, Jesus Aguilar. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Takes this the other way to right. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
You know, D-Ro, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings. So that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner, it's 0-1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And he fouls this one off.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Panic at third. Brinson over at second. Aguilar on at first with 2 down. That misses. 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. But the tying run comes across here, so it looks like this could be. Anthony Bass will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Number 52, Anthony Bass.
All set for the start of the inning. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Michael Conforto.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Ready. Here's the first pitch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Conforto behind a ball and 2 strikes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ground ball right side, straight into the shift. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. Last time through was a base hit. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great two-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Bases are empty, one man out.
Nope,
that's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, Miguel.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Fouled off. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box now, Patrick Mazeika, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, the 0-1. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Ready with the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two out, nobody on. And he lays off again, ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that, because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Next to stand in is Kevin Pilar. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyholed in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that to go by.
This is on the ground over to first. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Edwin Diaz will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. James McCann is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. So here is Garrett Cooper head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. First pitch on its way. Outside with the fastball. It's 1-0. In there, 1-1. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
The 2-1 home is in there for the second strike.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate, Brian De La Cruz. High in the air out to center field. On the move is Pilar. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Up next to the Marlins, the catcher, Sandy Leon.
So now into the box is Sandy Leon. Now the first pitch. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. The 0-1 offering. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball well outside.
Man, if pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Here's the 1-2. Fouled away. Trying to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Sharp ground ball to third. On the first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. Still tied 1 apiece. Zach Kopp will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. New inning set to get underway. Now it'll be the catcher, James McCann. From the stretch. Hey! Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. 2-2 to the Mets catcher. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. A ball that's carrying, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty V, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
At the plate now, Jonathan Villard, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. The 1-1 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chunkers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Standing in now, Jeff McNeil. Swing and a liner. Well, this is foul for the first strike. The 0-1.
Ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. He's in at second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Tanner Scott enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 66. Tanner Scott.
To the plate now, Dominic Smith. And he fouls this one off. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
1-2 to Dominic Smith. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Here now the 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out. Conforto will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
De La Cruz able to track it down for the 3rd out. 1 for the Mets here on the RBI double. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Seth Lugo comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Into the box, Joe Pennant. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. He's gone 4 for 9. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Ready on 1 and 2. He pulls this one into right. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the 9th.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Brian Anderson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 15, Brian Anderson.
First pitch of the AB now. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Now a swing and a fly ball. Almora in pursuit, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is straining him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
In now, Jazz Chisholm, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. The 0-1 pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. John Birdie will come on now to replace him as he's into pinch run following the injury. And now here is Miguel Rojas. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, if your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he'll lay off a curveball up in the zone for a ball. 1-0. Tying and winning runs on base here with 1 big out. Up top, it's 2-0. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. He's just 2 for 9. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. Jesus Aguilar waits on deck. Here it comes, the 3-0.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
The 3-1. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Mcneil will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
The first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Striding in is Jesus Aguilar, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Breaking ball drops right in the chute for a strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
0-1 pitch coming. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The New York Mets came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Edwin Diaz earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Seth Lugo records the save, his 28th on the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
For the Marlins, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely. Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, the Mets racked up 11 hits as a team as they took down the Fish in Miami 2-1. The Philadelphia Phillies put together 10 total hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington 4-1. Their win streak continues to climb at 12 games. John Curtis got his second W of the season as Atlanta downed the Cardinals 4-2. Josh Donaldson had an outstanding 5 hits at the dish, helping lead Minnesota past Cincinnati 8-2. The Pittsburgh Pirates swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 9-7. The Giants pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got a road win against Arizona 4-1. John Gray got the win, number 7 thus far, as Colorado took care of the Cubbies 3-2. The Astros combined to give up just 5 hits as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 3-2. Ryan Yarbrough earned the win, his 4th this season, as the Rays defeated the Mariners 3-1. The Cleveland Indians knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the extra inning victory over the Blue Jays 6-4. Kyle Stowers really cashed in at the dish with 3 hits and 6 RBIs, leading the O's to victory over the Yankees 8-5. He extended his hitting streak to a modest 6 straight games. The Chicago White Sox totaled 11 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Royals 10-5. Garrett Richards got the victory on the mound, throwing 8 strong innings and allowing only 1 earned run as the Red Sox took care of the Tigers 4-2. The A's grabbed 13 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Padres 6-2. The Halos tallied 5 home runs overall as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 10-0. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.